Have you not heard that if you score 300 and above, you can lose your admission? How is that? How does it stand? Really correct. Because every year, candidates tend to lose admission. The reason I am going to explain. There are 9 common reasons why candidates lose JAMB admission every year. Let me bring to your notice that last year, for the over 4,948 candidates that score above 300, only 1,456 candidates gain admission. The reasons we are going to discuss thereafter. Do you also know that 250 candidates that scored between 250 and 299, 22,000 of them could not gain admission? Further on, candidates that score between 200 and 249, out of the 349,000 candidates, 193,000 lost admission. This is no joke. If you are sitting comfortable, bring out your pen and biro, your pen and paper, to jot down the 9 factors. Okay, the first one is that applicants are rigid. They are rigid about the admission offer. Take for instance a candidate that have sat in or that have applied for a particular course, but at the end of the day the school is giving this particular candidate another course, and the candidates say, no, I can't do that course. Of course, the school have offered you admission, but you don't want to accept, so that means you've lost the admission. One advice that I can give to anybody in this regard is that if the school gives you another course, try to go in, register for it, go into the school and register for another exam, probably around the school or the state where the school is located. Or you can, if the particular course that you were given, you can switch over to the main course that you want originally choose. Then you have to confirm that if that is possible, then you have to try your possible best in the first year to have excellent grade. So once you have excellent grade in that first year, you can then switch to your preferred course to 100 level. So it doesn't really matter, it's just like you have an advantage rather than you going back home to now sit for a new exam. Another main factor is that a lot of students have wrong O-level subject combination. Take for instance, you want to study a particular course. Each course required you to have 5 O-level credits in 5 subjects. So let's say for instance, for medicine, that you are expected to have 5 credits in 5 subjects. For instance, maths is not among, English, biology, chemistry, physics, and one other science course, I can't recall that. So if for instance you now have maths instead of the main 5, you are losing the admission. So this is the second reason why over 200,000 candidates that scored above 200 couldn't gain admission. Okay, the third one is that low post-UTME screening score. So many of you now, you scored 300 and above, or you scored 280 or 200 and above, so to say. Then you now relax. The UTME is coming. What is your preparation so that you can score high, or else it's going to affect your score? And if in JAMB you score 300 and in the post-UTME your score is very low, it's going to affect the overall grading. Okay, that is to say, if the university or the school that you're going into is doing such grading. Okay, so a lot of students tend to lose admission due to the low post-UTME screening score. So get prepared now. Start studying. For schools that are offering maths and English, and you know you are poor in one of these two subjects, you better start preparing. Go to look for the past questions. If you can't get the past questions, try to study for the exam, okay, with your textbooks. All right. Then the fourth one is the UTME combination deficiency. So many candidates that are going for the exam, while they're registering for the exam, they've registered wrong combination of the UTME subject. If, for instance, you want to study, I don't know why, because I'm a science student, that's why I keep on referring to medicine. Say, for instance, I want to study medicine and maths is part of your UTME subject. Forget it. So for every courses that you are going in for, it has particular UTME subjects. Okay, we all know that English is very compulsory, so whether you like it or not, you're going to do English. But the remaining three has to tally with the school course that you want to do. So if your UTME combination is not correct, just forget about it. Or if you can change the course when it is time to do that. All right. Then another big factor that is making students to lose the admission every year is that non-acceptance of the offer. You've been given an admission to study another course and you say no. Definitely there is nothing the school can do again. They've given you an offer, but it is you that said no. All right, so that is a factor that has also made a lot of students to lose admission. The sixth one is duplication of application. Yes, last year a lot of students start rushing here and there. You go to this school, you go to that school, you are here, you are there. Of course, JAMB is a way. When you go to buy form of this school, you go to buy form of, you are buying form doing jamboree, no problem. JAMB is noting that down, and because of that, no admission at all. All right, the sixth one has to do with absence from the post-UTME screening. Right now, do you know when the post-UTME of the school that you have chosen, when are they going to do it? Are you aware? Do you have a reliable source that can give you or that can inform you before the exam? Do you? You don't. You're just relaxing. Don't worry. Last year, over 200,000 candidates lost their admission. They have 200 and above, even those that have 300 and above, because they thought that was there. They will inform you. Nobody is going to inform you. Okay, so try and do your own investigation. Make sure, if possible, you have somebody in the school or you have a staff, a non-teaching staff. Go to that department if you can find out, so that whenever they want to do it, and no matter who you even have, try to make calls. You know, it's just a matter of making a 1 minute or less than that call. Hello sir, I just want to confirm that. When is the, but you call? Yes sir, I'm always afraid sir. Just try to make sure that you are constantly getting the information. All right. Then the eighth one is the mismatch of catchment institutions. That is to say, take for instance, you're someone from the south and you want to go to school in the north, and it happened that the school in question is not a federal university. You know, federal university has catchment area for quite a whole lot of students. Somebody from the west can go to the east, somebody from the west can also go to the north or south to north and all that when it comes to federal institution. And even federal institutions still have catchment areas, so you need to know. And a lot of candidates choose the wrong catchment area. You choose a particular school, maybe federal or even state, that is your own state of origin is not part of the catchment area. You know, in Nigeria we are still using all of that. So even you might score 300 or 200, or you got the required cutoff mark, but if you don't meet up with that catchment area, it is a no. All right. So the final one, the every final one, is failure to upload O-level with 5 credits in the required subject. You know, the former one we talk about the UTME required subject. Now is the O-level required subject. Okay, you are the particular course that you're going for required you to have 5 credits in a particular course. So if you don't have it, there is no magic about it. It is either you are doing WAEC now, that you're already currently sitting for WAEC, and if you are already doing that, make sure that you do it very well. Get your 5 credits in the 5 required subject, or else see 217,693 candidates that have good score in last year JAMB lost their admission. It is not the joy of JAMB board to see that people lose their admission. That is not their own delight. So if you as a candidate, you have whatever score you have, beginning from 140 and above, or you have 300, just make sure that checking this list, if there is anyone that you are falling short, make sure that you find a solution to it. Or from what I've said, try to see how you can juggle it, or try to meet some other students in the school, already in the institution, that you can discuss further about it. I wish you the very best. For other interesting videos, click any of these and don't forget to hit the subscribe button.